we should love our body, but of course there are two things which come negative. It has its negatives as well as positives. So what I feel, I'll share something from my own experience. Like, since I have to be on camera all the time, there's this constant pressure that you have to look good, you have to be a certain way. Though honestly, I'm like confident as a person with how things are, whether I am without makeup or with makeup, so I don't really feel that kind of a pressure. But of course people around do feel that.
Are you always chasing that perfect Instagram shot? Why are women these days so obsessed with the perfect figure and the perfect Instagram picture? Today on Girl Talk DXB, we're diving straight into this pressure of looking perfect all the time, especially in a digital world where social influence has taken over. I personally feel for me, every body is beautiful, no matter fat, thin, or whosoever, because the kind of obsession we see on the internet these days, especially when it comes to even flawless skin, forget the figure. I think even the skin matters so much. Like, women these days just kind of suddenly start panicking if they have like a single spot on their skin or something like that. So for me, the perspective will never change. I believe every body is beautiful, no matter how fat or thin you are. But I don't know why this digital influence has created such a hype about always being perfect. And now with AI, you can like, there is also a way of kind of reducing your body size. Like, you can make yourself thin, you can make yourself fat, and you can have like bouncy curls and everything together. Why would you do that? Where is your natural self then? So for me, I don't believe in all of this at all. I think you have to be yourself no matter what industry or whatever you're kind of pursuing.
Yeah, but I don't think nowadays, with this digital era and the way AI has transformed itself, I think there are like so many apps right now, like Nano Banana. They can literally just change you in seconds, right? So at least I have this feeling that yes, do we do talk about body positivity largely. Celebrities are talking about it. Everybody is literally talking about body positivity, but the body negativity is never going to go, because at the end of the day, if I take myself for example, like I would look at Instagram, I'm going to scroll through like so many images of people looking pretty, right? And I would think that okay, maybe I would not upload a picture of mine. Like, I think when I click myself, or somebody tells me that is clicking my picture, I think they have to click like almost 1,000 pictures, and then out of that I'm going to be like, okay, I don't like any of it. All my friends are like that, we are tired of clicking your picture, because it's like you're so conscious. At least for people who feel that, another colleague of mine is posting such a nice picture, people are commenting on it. Like, everybody is like so self obsessed and self conscious. So I feel that's the case.
I do completely agree with what you were saying, that we should love our body, but of course there are two things which come negative. It has its negatives as well as positives. So what I feel, I'll share something from my own experience. Like, since I have to be on camera all the time, there's this constant pressure that you have to look good, you have to be a certain way. Though honestly, I'm like confident as a person with how things are, whether I am without makeup or with makeup, so I don't really feel that kind of a pressure. But of course people around do feel that. And if we look around, there are the trends, like especially in Dubai, like people go around and do surgeries, whether it's liposuction, or whether it's lip fillers and everything that they do. So that pressure is there, and people want to just fit in and be a certain way. So that is a negative impact of it, which I feel is there. But of course the positive is that it, if you look good, it makes you feel confident. And there are people, if they have anxiety if they don't look good. And especially when it comes, one more other thing, when I have to post a picture on my Instagram, I want it a certain way, and so that it looks good. So
It's strange for a person like Anush saying that, is because whatever she clicks, she's going to look pretty, right? So I, like, for me, I think that is where the issue comes in, right? Like, for example, if Anush is clicking 100 pictures, all 100 pictures are going to be perfect. It's your perspective. You are not
But
going to
trust-
like it. That is different.
Yeah, but trust me, I
Absolutely not.
literally take 110 pictures and there will be every expression I'll see and then I'll choose, okay, this is the one. So that thing does come there, you know, like because we all have our own perceptives and, you know, we all want to look the best. So
Yeah, that is the case. But again, like what I was saying, I think, like for example, if I am checking Anush's profile right on Instagram, and I'm going to be like, oh my god, wow, all of these images
that's
are
because
like amazing.
I choose select
No,
the
even
picture.
even if I click
The
that.
whole idea of this discussion, like, guys, why are we like so conscious about what goes up on Instagram, or how do we look on the gram, or you know, why can't something be natural? Why can't something be just like raw, like literally
What
raw
do you
and
think?
real?
Like, do you feel
'Cause,
that you would post a raw picture of yours and not really worry about filters?
No, absolutely not. Because the thing is, right now, see, I'm having pimple marks, scars over my face. So obviously, when I put in a picture, I'm like, okay, blemish the picture, okay, filters, and in such an angle that none of this is seen, or like my body is in such an angle that I look thin. So all of that confidence just drops if someone watches, you don't get the likes or something. You just feel underconfident, and you just don't feel like okay, next picture I need to do it more, filterize it and everything. So that is my point of view.
Yeah,
so
I don't
I
disagree
think
to your
it's-
point of view, but I am only not able to digest the fact that why women are thinking this way.
I
Just
think
because
it's
everybody
a
out
trend.
there on social media is putting up perfect pictures, that doesn't actually mean that we also have to be a part of that train.
So I think this is like in terms of it's a perspective, but when we start looking at celebrities, like I don't know, there's a celebrity American singer called Lizzo, right? So she flaunts herself like she is definitely like double X size, and she is like a plus size model. There's I think another Indian influencer as well named Sakshi, right? So I'm not saying that like it's a perspective. It's changing, it's definitely evolving nowadays. If you also go out shopping, right? Earlier it used to be that there was like we had to like choose and select people who are like plus size, right? Like nowadays, like there are so many plus size options out there for even people. There are like beach wears that are coming out for plus size people. So
Definitely.
like the thinking and everything is definitely changing, but yes, obviously it does bring in negativity as well, because
Absolutely.
when you don't look good, you are not confident enough. There are like different surveys that say that with such sort of like what do you say, the image of always trying to look good, you go into depression.
Yeah.
There's eating disorders also. Like a lot of people are facing eating disorders, and according to stats, I think there are 70% of women who don't feel confident because of the way they look.
Yeah.
And there are like so many other, like I still remember like going back to the 90s, how it was that these fairness cream ads used to come, that they used to show that a girl who is dark skinned is not getting married is because she's dark skinned and people are not liking. But that thing has changed. Even now when you look at the advertisements that are coming out now, they do promote
Yeah.
like all skin color, they promote all body sizes. So things are definitely changing, but then I think that has come only 20% to what it is, but there's still a long way to go, right?
Yeah, there's still a lot. Like even if we see trend back in India, especially like when they are when people are getting married. It's that thing that, you know, okay, for the guy you have to choose, we'll choose a pretty girl. So that thing is still there. So I think society as a whole also needs to, you know, change that, imbibe such things, so that you know, overall the perspective. So I think once this trend starts changing, that's how, you know, people will start to accept their own selves and be more confident about it. It's more about the acceptance, I believe, rather than, you know, anything else. So I think once we start accepting all this as a whole, and maybe I think around then the change can start happening.
And not only that, I agree to your point as well, wherein we have a long way to go. And I think right now, if you see, it's like most people are like getting depressed as well, seeing all of this. It takes a toll on their mental health, and you know, they want to fit into the society, but they're not able to do it. So people become, you know,
And because
competitive
we
and
keep
everything.
scrolling Instagram all the time, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just there. Once you're
It's just
scrolling,
there, yeah.
every update is about it.
Exactly.
Especially, I think I feel in a similar way, especially when I see like these fashion bloggers. The kind of portrayal that's shown on Instagram when it comes to clothes, when it comes to the perfect hair, when it comes to the perfect
Perfect
heels and the
body.
perfect body. Sometimes you're left wondering, like, can I even like have one of these dresses in my closet, or can I like have the perfect kind of hair? This thought keeps popping up in my mind at times, because I mean, how far can you go with your wardrobe, or with the perfect hair, or with the perfect heels? Something or the other will be always left behind. So this feeling of chasing the perfectionist tag is difficult, no matter how rich you are, no matter whatever your financial ability is. But how far can you stretch this? Because even if I am doing everything, I'll still be left behind. Something will still be incomplete.
Yeah.
So I feel that way when it comes to these picture perfect modeling shots, and you know that the clothes that's shown. But yeah, thanks to Gemini now and Nano Banana, you put up a picture of yourself, and if you're wearing a red dress, you tell Nano Banana, please convert it to a blue dress. It does that for you gracefully. So
Yeah.
you don't know what's really out there and what's up on Instagram.
But then I think
if
it's not
real.
only about AI, you know, it also is the same thing in reality. Where when you go outside and then a little tummy of yours is seen, and then you're just like, oh, you're very conscious.
Yeah,
Oh, my
I have a
tummy
story
scene.
for that. So, I have a friend of mine. So, what she did was, she signed up on a dating app, and she used AI AI pictures, and she uploaded them, and she enjoyed the conversation that she had. But whenever the time used to come, like, you know, the guy used to be like, okay, let's meet in person. But she was very hesitant, like she literally almost like unmatched the person, like because she was not confident to go out. So again, like you said, that there are these apps now, so thanks to the apps, but I feel like it has a downside. It makes you feel even more demotivated, because at one point in time you are sending a picture to someone and the person is like, oh my god, like you look so pretty, but when you look into the mirror that's not the case. So I feel that it's more about the individual starting to love themselves. Like you have to accept your own body the way it is. So because I feel that when you talk about people who are like slim, who are the perfect size, people always think that okay, this person is of a perfect size, so that means that person's fit, right? But that's not the case. Maybe a person who is the perfect size is actually does not have the right stamina, does not have the right fitness.
Yeah.
But a person maybe like 80-85 kgs, like is like completely fit enough, can like literally run a marathon.
I would
for
like
sure.
to add there, because I was very obsessed with gymming back then. So there was a time when I reached that point in life where now I have the perfect glutes and I have the perfect figure and everything is like sorted, but I couldn't do majorly most of the exercises which were given to me, because no matter how I got the perfect figure, but internally I didn't have the strength.
Yeah, it's more about
that's
your flexibility
exactly.
and
but
the
there would be
stamina that
people
you
who
have
would
in
be
your body.
so healthier and they would lift weights like crazy. They had a better stamina scale and everything would be perfect. So I absolutely agree to this point where it's not always the perfect figure. Even if you have the perfect figure, maybe you have a lot of internal crisis, maybe you're not able to cope up with stamina and stuff, which other people can gracefully do it. But still, just because they are a little bit on the healthier end, it's like, okay, fine, they won't be able to
And
match
I
the
feel
criteria.
like also that, you know, people, okay, being thick is fine. Like you said, they might have stamina. But then people, you know, often confuse it with obesity as well, right? And then say, okay, promote it in such a way that, okay, obesity is okay. That is when people come into the picture saying, no, don't, you know, promote these type of things.
Obesity has also become a buzzing word because of PCOS. Women these days, a lot of
course.
women, I think on the internet, every second article is about PCOS. So that leads to bloating, that leads to the acne scars and your
course.
change in your hormonal patterns and your eating patterns and everything. So in that case, definitely a lot of people gain weight and they think they're turning obese, but it's not the situation.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I don't think it's also a feminine thing for that matter nowadays, because I was reading somewhere, I think it was a couple of years back, that The Rock, he was saying that even though he is like, when you think about The Rock, right? So he is like so super fit, right? He has the perfect body. But he was saying that, like, because of that perfect body also, and the always this compulsive obsessiveness to be on camera and to look perfect, right? Even if there is literally an inch of a change, he gets into like depression, he gets into a mental struggle with himself, and he has to like literally like fight those nightmares that come to him, thinking that, oh my god, like how am I going to get up tomorrow in the morning and go out for a shoot. So he had said this like in an interview. It's been a while that he said that, but yeah, I feel that like everybody is going through some struggle or the other, but end by the end of the day, it's all about, like, you know, you accepting yourself the way you are. That's basically body positivity, is just that, like, no matter, maybe
Yeah.
even a person who is slim, like Radhika Apte, right? She also said in an interview that people have called her like very skinny, and said that she is not an ideal or a perfect actress or a model for that matter. So it's not only about people who are plus size, it's also about a lot of people who are skinny, right? They also face a lot of body shaming, right?
Yeah,
So
on
it's
the
all about,
similar
yeah.
on the similar lines, even Anya Pandey has been very vocal about this, because when she entered the industry, she was really thin. So she's very often spoken in her interviews that she was called. She was termed multiple names. Like, I don't know if I can mention it, but she said that openly that, you know, people would really troll her and body shame her because she was very very thin. But she said that she didn't let that impact her. Like, she kept going, and today I think she's reached to a point where nobody in the industry is, because she's just on the same line as Alia Bhatt and Kiara Advani and everybody. She's become ambassador. She has her own house in Bombay. So she's spoken about it, and also a lot of influencers have spoken about it. Komal Pandey, she's a fashion influencer. She's been super vocal about this. Like, she's very thin, so she was absolutely trolled for basically, you know, kind of showcasing her bones and everything. But now eventually, after like you know, embracing a few diet changes and everything, she's getting back to track. And when it comes to even being a little healthy, there's this actress who played Ranveer Singh's sister in Rocky or Rani Ki Prem Kahani. Even
Yeah.
she has opened up in her
I forgot her
interviews.
name, though.
I forgot her name as well. She has opened up, and she's opened up, and she's been very vocal about this, that because she was healthy, she was facing a blocker in getting some kind of roles and everything. But this cute chubby character of hers, like, literally did so well with the audience that everybody liked her as Ranveer's sister. And even the character in the film is portrayed in a way that she's very chubby, she keeps eating all day, but people love her and she loves what she's doing. And in the end,
Yeah, and I think she was also body shamed, right? And she also outrightly spoke about it while like in the movie itself. I think there is this part where
she opens
actually I think it was Jaya Bachchan who was
Yeah.
telling her something about
She
not
wants to
finding
get
the perfect match.
She wants to find the right guy, but
Yeah.
a lot of men would just be like, she's on the healthier side, and they wouldn't want to marry her. So she like just spills it out, and she speaks her heart out in the film that it's okay to be healthy at times, but that doesn't stop you from chasing your dreams and living the life you want to live.
Yeah, and I think she moved on to do something really good in some finance or something, right? So yeah, so at the end of the day, that is what it is, like accepting yourself the way you are, and there will always be a perfect person. Like for me, Anush is the perfect person, right? So there'll always be somebody
Yeah,
who you'll see and
absolutely.
you'll be like, oh my
the
god.
perfect hair and the perfect skin. I
Yeah.
want that when I reach you, Anush.
What do you mean by you reach
I
you?
reach
I reach you.
reach your age. So yeah.
Okay, now this is coming into becoming an age shaming or what? I reach your age.
So I want to be like you also. When I turn to your age, I want to look like you also.
Are you like on camera telling people that we are old?
I'm on
Like,
camera
what is
telling
this?
people that these guys are just aging backwards, and they're beautifully embracing their bodies. They're working on themselves, eating healthy food, and naturally looking at themselves. So yeah, that's how everybody should do. Not only just women, even men. Like it's all on you. The way you embrace your life, the way you look at your lifestyle, it naturally shows years by years.
Yeah. Healthy food I cannot really
Vouch on.
vouch on, absolutely. But yes, I don't stop myself from, like, I know I do sometimes feel that yes, I need to be more fit. I maybe need to cut down a lot of things. I need to lose some kilos, but that doesn't stop me from not doing anything or not eating something. Like if I feel that I want to eat something, that's where I feel the problem comes, when you start restricting yourself to be something. Is a problem. Yes, you definitely have to draw a line where you cannot reach a place where you're unhealthy, you are facing a lot of health issues that's affecting your work, your personal life, and everything in the future. But I cannot be that person where I'll be like, oh my god, I want to have ice cream, I'm craving ice cream, and I'll be like, oh no, if I eat one more ice cream, I'm going to gain more weight or something like that. I cannot do that. And I know a lot of people in my life itself who are like this, that even though they are the perfect shape, they are craving something, they would not eat, they would just restrict themselves. So I feel that maybe a year or two down the line, or maybe a couple of years later, they would maybe regret that. Or I don't know whether they feel it as a depression later on, when they are sitting alone, or maybe they are maybe missing out on a lot of things just because they feel that I want to be perfect. So yeah, I don't feel there's anything called perfect.
So what I feel, it's basically us who have given, titled it as a flaw, like everything, whether a person is looking fat or whether, of course, has this, has some flaw, like, okay, her nose looks like this or something. So we have titled it as a flaw. So I feel collectively, if we change that, maybe, and like you said, rather focus on things like staying healthy, eating healthy, staying fit. So that would be much better. So I feel collectively, around the world, everyone should work towards it so that perceptions change. So I feel change starts with us itself.
So what is your definition of body positivity? Let us know in the comments below, and until then, follow F360 Lifestyle for more such cool content.